we live in a society that everything brings the stress to us. I don't know about you, but I get stressed. But my job stresses me. Sometimes colleagues at work stress me. Family stresses me. Church stresses me. Travel stresses me. Traffic stresses me. So unless I know how to crack that stress problem, I know I'm going to be in trouble. So this title, Cracking the Stress Problem, can be what you need to have a better quality of life. If you're a manager, if you are a director, if you're a pastor, if you are an elder, if you're just a worker, if you're working in the supermarket, if you're selling tomatoes every day, you have different levels of stress. Whether you are a housewife or whether you are a child, you still have different levels of stress. But is all stress bad? Or is it something that we can benefit from? You know, there's 75% of the most successful people, they are successful not because they are more intelligent than you and I, it's because they learned to manage stress in a positive way. So this is what this book can help us to do. How can we identify what is positive stress and when stress is becoming a problem in our lives? So how can we control it? How can we reverse it? And how can we turn it into something positive? In the different chapters that we have in the book, Cracking the Stress Problem, we can learn to identify how is the stress affecting our different organs. You know, if you are stressed, probably you don't sleep so well, you get headaches, probably you are having problems with your stomach because you are not hungry and your acid in the stomach is burning you all the time. So how does the stress affect our bodies? Is there a connection between stress and physical problems? Or is it just a mental thing that we think is affecting us? There are actually studies that can show us that mental stress affects our physical health. So if you want to be able to crack that problem, to make sure that you have a good quality of life, not only a physical life, but also emotional life. If you are stressed out, the last thing you want to do when you get home probably is to hear your children screaming at you or your wife telling you that you're home late again, we needed to go shopping. You just want peace and quiet. So how can you manage your stress levels so you can have peace at home, peace of mind, peace of spirit? This is how cracking the stress problem can help us. So if you have, you also have different exercises that you can do, practical questionnaires and practical things that you can do to monitor what your stress levels are. And how can you modify your behavior to make sure that those stress levels are under control? Especially when you are in tense situations, are there any little tips that you can do and to remember to manage that stress and to bring it back under control? That is why the book is so practical, because it helps you step by step to understand what is happening with you and how you are reacting to different issues and what you need to do differently to be able to be more successful. So if you want to be successful in your work, in your family, in your church life, with your friends, you need to be able to keep a cool head and to be able to manage that and crack that stress problem.